what's up my dudes? Welcome back. This one's a little different because I don't have an unboxing, I don't have a review, I have a haul. It's 3 books. That's a lot of crinkles, so sorry. Because I went to Barnes & Noble because my husband had a birthday and we did this really cool thing. It was a little scavenger hunt. I can show you a few pictures maybe if I put them in. But we did a scavenger hunt around a shopping center, which by the way, the girls at Hot Topic were really mean. I love Hot Topic. We're trying to find, can we have a bag? It's for our what's it called? It's for our scavenger hunt. And they were like, actually, we're not supposed to even let you do this. We're supposed to edit it out. I was like, never mind. I'll go to the Lego store. They were really rude. I was like, okay, you could have just said not to, but all right. Like, whatever. Everyone else was really accommodating and sweet, but we went into Barnes & Noble and it was me and his mom. We were a team because we did teams. Because that's fun. And we get second place, just a heads up. But we started out in Barnes & Noble. And let me just tell you, it was really hard to leave Barnes & Noble. That's also where we ended. That's where we kind of called everyone together and we said, okay, let's tally up and see what everyone has. And then we went to Red Robin's, which I'd never had Red Robin's before, but whatever. Anyway, I got a few books because they had the buy one, get one half off or something or whatever it was. I don't remember. There's a sticker on it. By the way, can we stop putting stickers on books? I mean, it's better than having them actually printed on the book to where you can't peel it off. I'm just really worried about hurting the book. Anyway, let's see what I got. Oh, that's right. Okay. So, this author, I actually have a book series. I have one of her books there. I think the rest of her series might be in a different bookcase. I have 6 bookcases now. Anyway, this is Shades of Rust and Ruin by A.G. Howard. So, I read her Splintered series. I have complaints about it, and I'm Team Morpheus all the way, if that's his name, because I think that's his name. I have my complaints, but overall it was good. I actually was Allison, whatever, for Halloween one year and for the Renaissance Festival, and I did all the makeup and whatever. Maybe I could show you a picture, but I really enjoyed the gothic spin on Alice in Wonderland and the macabre. I loved it. So, you know what? Let me give it another try. Because something that she would do is there were a few times where something would happen and then she'd summarize it again as if the reader couldn't comprehend what just happened properly. So I was like, okay, that was my main complaint, I think. My other main complaint was the ending. But that's beside the point. I was really excited to pick this up. It looked really cool. And I was like, I know this author. I liked her stuff. So let me just see how this one is. It was buy one, get one, 50% off. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. Hold on, it almost came off all the way. Oh no. I got the sticker off. Okay, let me read the all back. Phoenix, Nyx. Lauren knows her family is under a Halloween curse. When she was 3, her parents tragically died on October 31st. 11 years later, her twin sister Lark suffered a similar fate. Ever since, Nyx has battled survivor's guilt. She can't even find comfort in Cleary, Lark's boyfriend, and the one person who understands her pain, because Nyx's hidden feelings for him go far beyond friendship. All that remains are her sketches, where she finds solace among the goblins and fairies in her imaginary world of Mystiquel. When her depression starts affecting her ability to see color, Nyx all but gives up on her art until her uncle goes missing on Halloween Day. Hot on his trail, Nyx and Cleary step through a portal, becoming trapped inside a decaying version of their town, filled with Nyx's own sketches come to life. Soon, Nyx discovers there's more to her family curse and otherworldly artwork than she's ever imagined, and unless she can save Goblin's King Maze before the clock strikes midnight, her life won't be the only one the curse claims next. Filled with fairies, romance, twists, and betrayals, New York Times bestselling author A.G. Howard's gritty fantasy duology is perfect for fans of Melissa Marr and Holly Black. So, that's the first book. There is a second book right here, because it did say duology, duh. I mean, hide behind, there it goes. Oh, she's got a lip piercing. Anyway, I thought the cover art was really cool. Someone who does cover art, I appreciated it. But that's the first one I got. Let's pull out number 2. My cats are being loud. Oh yeah. Forgot what else I got. So, Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim. Elizabeth Lim, I think, will be one of my auto-buy authors. I read 6 Crimson Cranes and The Dragon's Promise, and I absolutely loved that duology. This is set in the same world, you can see here, as the 6 Crimson Cranes and The Dragon's Promise, and I'm really excited. I love the way she writes, and I love the stories that were told with Six Crimson Cranes. So I have been dying to get my hands on another one. I'm just shaking this whole thing. I'm so sorry. I've been dying to get my hands on another one of her books because I have been so good about not buying books lately. I have been reading a few too, so I'll have a few reviews soon. But that's this one. Let me go ahead and read this summary. One sister must fall for the other to rise. Channy was not born a monster, but when her own father offers her in sacrifice the demon witch, she's forever changed. Cursed with a serpent's face. Oh, it took me a second. This is a prequel. Sorry. Channy is the exact opposite of her beautiful sister Vanna, the only person in the village who looks at Channy and doesn't see a monster. Why did it take me so long? Oh my gosh, this is a prequel. To Six Crimson Cranes. That makes so much sense. Anyway, Vanna is to be married off in a vulgar contest that will enrich the coffers of the village leaders. Only Channy, who has to rely on her strength and cunning all these years, can defend her sister against the cruelest of suitors. But in doing so, she becomes the target of his wrath, launching a grisly battle royale, a quest over land and sea, a romance between sworn enemies, and a choice that will strain Channy's heart into its breaking point. Weaving together elements of Helena Troy with Asian folklore, this heart-wrenching fantasy sheds light on a beloved character from Six Crimson Cranes delves into the dark side of beauty. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why that took me so long. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so much more excited now that I've read this and I know who it is because it took me a minute. In my defense, I was reading Six Crimson Crows the weekend I got engaged. But I do remember so much of it and I loved it so much, and I bought the second one immediately on Amazon and I was like, it's gonna be waiting for me when I get home. But anyway, now I'm like super excited. I was already excited, but now I'm like extra excited. A map. I'm so excited. Does this one have a map or anything? Let me see, I didn't even look. For A.G. Howard. Whenever... With Splintered, the paperbacks actually have like colored text, which is really cool because that's something that I wanted to do in my books, specifically with Trapped, to show the different points of views. Yeah, nothing. Okay, but it does have chapter art. All right. Last but not least, this one has colored edges and I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah! Wait, did I only get 3 books and they were... No, okay. I think I got... Okay, so I got 2 books that were buy one get one, and then I got a third one that was full price, and that was Her Radiant Curse. Okay, so this one was buy one get one half off. It's also monthly pick of Barnes & Noble. It's also a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Getting all these stickers off. Say nobody, I don't want these stickers on here. Also, side note, I got fake nails for the first time, I think ever, that I can remember, for the wedding. It was a gift and they looked great, but my nails are normally thick and I was so scared that fake nails would ruin my nails. And I was like, I just want them off. I just want them off after a week of having them on. I just wanted them gone. I tried soaking my nails in warm water. Nothing. I tried soaking my nails in, what is it, acetone? In nail polish remover. Nothing. I was able to like chip off like the edge. I cut them short because I was sick and tired of how long they were. And I finally broke down and said, you know what? I'm going in to a nail place. And so I did. And I walked in and she said, can I help you? And I was like, I really just want these nails off. She took them off, but she made my nails so thin and it scares me because they're sharp now because they're so thin, and they're brittle and it's scaring me. So I put nail polish on to make myself feel like I have more thickness to it. But now they're just like, come off, and I need to redo them. But I've been taking supplements to like thicken things, thicken my nails and I guess my hair. And I don't know if it's working. It's terrifying. Moving on. This is the third and final book that I got. The Whisperwicks, The Labyrinth of Lost and Found. Look how cute. First 2 were in the young adult section. This was over in the kids section. I love reading middle grade books and younger books. Obviously, my favorite book series is Animorphs, and that's technically a middle grade book. Technically, I say, recalling the blood and gore and the nuance on war, but at different times. And I feel like kids' books and movies and shows need to step up their game because kids aren't stupid. And I hate whenever people treat them like they are. They're not there to shut up and sit still. Anyway. This one has pretty edges. I didn't really find anything in the young adult section that I really wanted to read aside from the A.G. Howard one. There were one or two that kind of caught my eye, but I was like, I don't want to read that. So I went over to the kids section and I found this. And it was a little bit of a biased decision because, you know, Labyrinth and this guy. I knew nothing about Icarus before my husband started talking about it because he loves Icarus. And now I've had this love as well. I have always loved labyrinths. I have always known about the Minotaur in the middle of the labyrinth, but I never paid attention to Icarus or anything because it is a small little blip. But he's got me into paying attention to Icarus because he loves Icarus and I look out for Icarus stuff for him. So anyway, Labyrinth. Let me read the back for you. It began with a crack in the wall. 11-year-old Benjamiah Creek believes in science, logic, and the power of reason. He definitely does not believe in magic. But when he receives a mysterious doll in the mail, a doll that can transform into a bird, he is led into an impossible and most definitely magical world. Reethenwald is a dangerous place and it holds many secrets within its labyrinthine walls. Monsters lurk, hanged men stalk, and at the center of its shifting, unchartable streets lives the Minotaur, a beastly creature who is an object of fear and terror. In no time at all, Benjamiah is swept into a perilous adventure with the fierce and brilliant Isabella, a girl to determine to solve the disappearance of her missing brother, who may be caught up in a decades-old conspiracy that would doom them all. Will Benjamiah ever find his way home, or will he be lost forever in the labyrinth? Sorry, I'm reading the little thing down here. I step up my back of book game. Look how pretty this is. Because that's the whole point of this. It's so pretty. And like how the text, you can't see it because it's focusing on me. Stop. Focus on this. Focus on the text is like perfectly inside of all of this. This looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm really excited to read all these books. Here they are side by side. Purples and blues is, I guess, what I was going for. But these are them. Bop! I hope one of these interested you and that you go check one of them out. I'm really excited to read them. I'm excited to read a lot of books, but as you can see from behind me, I got a lot to go through. And I am quite a mood reader. As in, I walk by my books and I'm like, you are the chosen one. Come here. As opposed to, I'm feeling mystery. This one. No, mine's completely vibes. That's all it is. It's just vibes. And if it calls to me in that moment. Because they've all called to me at one point. And they must call to me again at the right moment. That is all. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.